I have a problem. My problem is this. I love eating macro-friendly foods and cooking healthy things, but I also love pizza. And the last several months, I've been getting way into pizza making and having friends and neighbors over for pizza because it's just something I love doing, and I need to get better at my pizza recipes, so I also need to taste test and make pizza pretty often. But I'm also trying to lose weight, I'm on a cut, so how can I make a pizza that's not healthy, that everyone can eat and enjoy, but also not get fat and gain weight? That's my problem right now that I'm trying to solve. So I'm gonna have a full pizza to myself later, kind of a cheat meal of sorts, but I'm also gonna have it and not break the bank calorie-wise. Even though this is not a healthy pizza, this is not cauliflower crust, this is a real Neapolitan style pizza, 14-inch with fresh mozzarella, full fat cheese that I'm gonna eat in full. So I wanna show you guys how you can go through a day, have a nice, fairly decent cheat meal, and not break the bank on the calories, and also what kind of food you should be eating to supplement that kind of day. So let's get into it. So we wanna have a cheat meal while also not feeling hungry throughout the whole day. So what you wanna do is eat some high protein, high volume, high fiber foods. That's the key right there. So what does high volume mean? High volume means things like blueberries, where it's like you can eat a whole box of blueberries that's like 200 calories versus like 200 calories of chips. It's like 5 Doritos, right? That's the idea there. Now, high protein could mean egg whites, could mean meats, really anything, protein bars, protein shakes especially. But the foods I notice work best for volume are fruits like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, any berries really. Kiwis are really good too. Greek yogurt is amazing too. You'll get a lot of protein for a very low calorie amount. So those are great options here. All right, so here's my very easy breakfast. I have a rice cake and a solo bagel, which has honey pecan cream cheese frosting on it. The solo bagel itself, this is cinnamon raisin. This is 110 calories for the bagel, 80 calories for the frosting or the cream cheese, and then 50 calories for a rice cake. The idea here is that I have a high protein, I think it's 14 grams of protein, or maybe 13 for this one, with 25 grams of fiber, so it's gonna help me stay full. And then this rice cake is gonna give me some extra carbs before I go work out. Staying hydrated is so important for staying full and not being hungry throughout the day. So, all right, I'm gonna eat this, hit a workout, and then we'll talk about meal number 2 next. My breakfast had 240 calories, 15 grams of protein, pretty filling, gave me some carbs. I just got back from my workout, worked out great. I'm gonna do my lunch now. It's gonna be an omelet made with egg whites and a bag of Quest chips. So pretty small lunch, but definitely holds me over for now. So I'm just taking a pan, putting it to medium heat. All right, some cooking spray, maybe like 5 calories worth. I'm gonna saute some onions. Pretty good amount because the volume does help stay full. Just gonna let these brown a bit. All right, they started to soften and they're browned a bit. So now I'm gonna put the pan on medium low, and I'm gonna pour in about 190 grams of egg whites. And once it starts to form up, I'm gonna put in some seasoning, so some salt. And then I'm just waiting for it to kind of harden up a bit until I can fold it. All right, it's probably there, so I'm gonna add in some cilantro. Okay, now I'm gonna do the fold. Egg whites are a little harder to fold than regular eggs, so don't worry if it doesn't look pretty. There we go, that's pretty successful. I'm gonna add in a little more salt on top, some ground black pepper. A little more cilantro on top. we have it. Easy omelet. All right, and here's my lunch. So I have an omelet, added some homemade guac that I had left over on it. So the omelet itself is about 100 calories, maybe 105, 110. So it's 100 calories of egg whites and then about 10 calories worth maybe of spray and onions. Guac adds about 50 calories for the amount I used. Hot sauce adds 0 calories. I'm also gonna have a side of Quest chips here, which are 140 calories, 19 grams of protein. These are a cheat code to life. Love these things. So this whole meal is gonna be about 300 calories-ish with about 40 grams of protein. So pretty strong. All right, I'll see you guys at the snack. All right, time for a midday snack. I've got my dough proofing on the counter, so it'll be a couple hours until it's ready to start shaping. So this is just some whipped cream with some 3 ounces of blueberries and blackberries combined. So that's probably about 50 calories in this bowl total. This is whipped cream. That dollop right there is about 15 calories, so it's really not much. But this is nice because it has some good carbs in it, some fiber. It's gonna keep me satiated, hold me over for a couple more hours, no doubt about it. I'm also gonna have some Metamucil, a little fiber supplement, which is great for helping you stay full. It's something I recommend in general. I do have Metamucil every single day just to up my fiber intake a bit, and it helps you stay full longer. So get some if you don't have it. All right, y'all, I will try to guide you through my pizza making process. Semolina is gonna be nice for making sure my pizza doesn't stick to the peel, but let's see. Have to take the dough out. This dough has been sitting on the counter for about 2.5 hours or so, maybe getting close to 3. All right, and then this is actually gonna be the top of the pizza, and the smoother side will be the bottom. So I'm gonna start by using my fingers to kind of press some air into the crust. I want a pretty fat crust on this one. Try to go pretty big on this one. I'm gonna try to stretch that to 12 to 14 inches. See what happens. And I am by no means an experienced pizza maker, but I'm getting better. I'm trying a little bit different dough recipe this time. I'm gonna try to stretch it out using gravity. Some pecorino romano, a little basil, all right, it's time to launch. See what happens. Not bad, could have done a lot better. I don't know why I didn't get much oven spring, but hey, it happens. So here she is. Not bad. I didn't get the best oven spring. I'm not sure why. There should be more air in the crust, but I'm not sure what I did wrong. But it's a learning process, still working on it, of course. I'm gonna finish it up with some toppings here. All right, so to top it off, we'll give it a drizzle of olive oil. Not too much. Finally, some Parmigiano Reggiano. All right, time to cut it. All right, and here's a quick taste test. Let's take a look. Actually, this came out pretty good. My only regret, I'm not sure what happened, but again, the crust didn't bubble up as much, but the bottom is looking pretty perfect. It has a nice structure to it. Let's see how it tastes. Delicious. I'm gonna eat this whole thing in peace, but I'll check in with you guys after. So how was the pizza? It was pretty damn good. It could have been better, but it's a learning process. Some things I gotta dial in more, but overall, amazing. So far, between my breakfast, my lunch, my snack, and my pizza, I have about 450 calories left. So that pizza was about 900 calories. Not that bad, right? It was less cheese than I thought I needed, so that's why it's a lower calorie estimate than I thought initially. But that gives me plenty of room for dessert. I'm probably gonna have like a protein, chips or a bar or something here. But also I'm really full still. It's been almost 3 hours since I ate pizza and I'm still stuffed. So oddly enough, on a cheat meal day, I am starving and I kind of feel like I need to feed myself more protein. How weird is that? But that's what happens if you do structure your day really well around high fiber, high protein, and low calories, then, and also volume eating too. So just goes to show that you can have a cheat meal, you can have it fit in your day, and it might not even really be a cheat meal because you don't necessarily have to go over your calories depending on what you're eating. I'm gonna have some protein, maybe a shake or something, but after that, I'll show you guys what's for dessert. Okay, dessert, so easy, it's stupid. So I'm gonna take one of these Keebler mini graham cracker crusts, and I found at Walmart they have these no sugar added pie fillings, which are 35 calories per serving. They do have an artificial sweetener taste to them, but they do fulfill my cravings, and I'm pretty used to that taste anyway, so I'll show you how I put it together. Yeah, this isn't like actual cooking, this is just slopping some shit together. But I'm just gonna take some filling, fill it up all the way in here. This should be about a serving and a half. This is probably about 50 calories of cherry pie filling here. Maybe a little less actually. Here it is. I'm gonna put it in my countertop oven for about 10 minutes at 350. All right, y'all, here's dessert. Check it out. A little cherry pie with some whipped cream, graham cracker crust. About 150 calories for this, maybe 160 with the whipped cream. But after eating this, I did all the math on my macros, so I'm for the day at 1,857 calories, which is great because that's my goal. My goal is 1,800. 144 grams of protein, not ideal, but pretty good. 47 grams of fat, 233 carbs, and 41 grams of fiber. So I ate everything. I showed you everything I ate except for a Greek yogurt and a protein shake, which I had right kind of before this, like a little while ago. So look at that. Not even really a cheat day. I ate a whole pizza, a whole pizza to myself, and it wasn't even really a cheat day. So if you're smart, if you track your stuff, focus on high fiber, high protein, filling meals, you can have a cheat meal and it won't even actually be cheating. So I'm gonna enjoy this. You guys have a good night.